75%. Here we go. That's full speed.
We'll see. So now it comes down.
Okay, quick overview of the new and improved version of Jumbo. You'll notice the blade is missing, and that's because it has not been cut yet. Filming this about a week prior to the competition, and if it doesn't make it in time, I don't know what I'll do. But it's basically the same as the purple blade. Same material, same thickness, same dimensions, same weight, all that stuff. It's just modified so that it fits on probably the biggest improvement of this new version, a hub motor. Hopefully this lasts more than just a few hits before rapid disassembly. Now obviously this is going to be quite a bit heavier than the old motor, so to make weight, I'm using these new wheels from a Swift composite. It's the same diameter as the old ones, 7 inches. It's 1.75 millimeters thick. I believe it's some sort of polypropylene. Huge thank you to Tori from Trouble Robotics from pointing me towards these and getting some cut for me. Really appreciate it. The pulley system and the old nylon legs are just about the only things that are carried over from the old robot. Obviously, looking at the outside, we have these carbon fiber panels on both sides, 1.5 millimeters thick, encased by this TPU print. And this whole thing's pretty much held together with number 6 plastite screws. Like these ones are all 1/4 inch long, these are 1/2 inch long. The weapon, these are 3/8. Okay, here it is with the top plate popped off. We have repeat Mini Mark IVs for the drive, if I can get this thing to focus. At least for this one. For the other copy, long story short, I ordered just enough for 2 copies. One came defective, and so Bryn from Team Kludge was a huge help and gave me some Mark IIs to work with, so thank you, Bryn. I owe you one. Let's see, what else do we have in here? These were left over from Plan B, so had a couple of these sitting around, and I figured, yeah, this is probably more than enough for this guy. Got one of those new fancy all-in-one brushless receiver combos. The only other thing really to talk about is the mount for the hub motor. It's this custom UHMW block with some holes drilled for the number 6 screws. And then on the back, you can not really see it, but there's a shoulder bolt that goes through it, as well as the 4 mounting holes, and then there's another hole to get the wires through.
But wait, there's more! I also made some improvements on one of the copies of Plan B, upgrading the motor from 1100 to 1400 kV and adding a beefier speed controller to match. This upgrade was mainly to deal with high-speed verts though, and the other copy was left unchanged. Both robots would be put to the test at the 2026 Spring Bot Breaker, the latest event from IRCL. As is often the case, big thank you to Aaron for providing the footage. You can find the full tournament through his channel in the link in the description. Plan B was up first and will be facing Dreadly Croissant, a fellow horizontal. After Rumble in Redmond, where the wheels were pulled off, I prepared a set from Harder 98A TPU so it hopefully wouldn't happen again. Only one way to find out if they worked. Plan B was doing a good job of getting around Dreadly Croissant to start, but a bad rebound led to a direct hit on one of my hubs. So much for the new wheels. With Dreadly's weapon down though, I did what I could to make contact. It went pretty well until the end when the other drive motor backed out from the gearbox just enough to stop the wheel from turning. This was the deciding factor for the judges, and Dreadly Croissant took the win. Plan B would fight on in the lower bracket, but first it was a case of deja vu as Jumbo would be against Metally Croissant, the 1-pound version of Dreadly. I was anxious to see how the new bot would perform, particularly with the wheels since they were going against such a strong weapon.
Fight! Unstick. 2, 1, fight.
Then don't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a fight.
Well, constantly getting stuck by the wall wasn't a good look, but the damage done to Metally Croissant was enough to give Jumbo the win. The frame took a bit of damage at the mounting point for the leg, but I just screwed it back in and called it good. Back to plan B then, which would be facing Gyro. This bot is a dual disc vert, so it was a great opportunity to test the new weapon against.
1, fight.
A bit of sloppy driving from me, but the robot performed as well as I could have hoped. That gave me some confidence moving forward, but it would have to wait as Jumbo fought Anteater, a bot with a large vertical spinner. I had to be careful since it could reach Jumbo's body, but seeing how it handled its last fight, this would be much easier said than done.
1, fight!
This was a really close match, with similar damage done to each bot. One of my drive belts came loose, but thanks to the gyroscopic forces of the weapon, Jumbo could actually manage to move straight with the blade at full speed. I'm not sure if this influenced the judge's decision at all, but Jumbo just managed to squeak by with the win. Repairing the drive was easy enough, but clearly the hit from Metally Croissant did more than I thought. Nothing a bit of duct tape can't fix though. Speaking of duct tape, the next match for Plan B was against the Corrugated Crusader, a push bot with thick walls made mostly of cardboard. And before you say anything, here's footage of a pizza box on wheels beating not one, not two, but 3 other ant weights. Cardboard is not to be underestimated. Also, since the only working drive motors I had left were in the upgraded copy, I just decided to run that for the rest of the tournament.
Hello? Hold on. No. I'm tapping.
Something's smoking in there. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Sorry about your floor, Dave. At least the smoke wasn't from the battery, I guess. Anyway, after that excitement, Jumbo was up again against Bob², another large vert. I figured my best bet was just to try and keep my weapon pointed at them and give the hub motor a run for its money.
1, fight!
I'm gonna tap. Yep.
That's a tap.
Took some big hits in that one, but Jumbo landed its shots where it mattered most. That last hit got most of the top plate to Bob's battery, so the driver opted to tap out. Going back to plan B, it would be facing Mistwitz, an SSP kit set up for fighting horizontals.
1, fight!
Based on how the weapon suddenly died, I assumed it was an issue with the new electronics. Sure enough, the signal pad came off the ESC, leaving the weapon with no input to go off of. Plan B lost the judge's decision and was eliminated from the tournament, so all my attention was focused on Jumbo. Its next match was against Polka, essentially an upgraded version of Inky, which, as shown in the intro to this video, managed to split Jumbo in half. I figured my best bet was to aim for the top of the bot.
One, fight.
It's a Beyblade! Wait, it's a Beyblade!
Oh no! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the fight.
One of those weapon-to-weapon hits stopped Jumbo's spinner, but unlike previous versions, the issue wasn't the motor. Instead, the blade itself had been bent to the point of running into the body. I guess I need to start using AR600 on Jumbo too. The wheel coming off wasn't nearly as bad as it seemed though, the axle just came unscrewed. After putting that back together and swapping in a fresh blade, Jumbo would face Sovereign Gear. This is a schizo kit driven by my friend Johnny.
1, fight. Stick. Okay, resume in 3, 2, 1, fight.
Sovereign Gear's weapon went down pretty early, so props to Johnny for fighting to the end. Speaking of which, Jumbo had made it to the finals and earned a rematch with Polka. I kept the same strategy as before and hope that I got a little luckier this time.
Okay, Jumbo, you are champion. Congratulations.
And for the final, Jumbo wins!
Luck was indeed on my side, as Jumbo managed to get a direct hit on Polka's only motor, rendering it immobile. With that, Jumbo got first place at this event. Though there are still some kinks to work out, version 2 is definitely a success, with the wheels taking hit after hit and the hub motor staying in one piece. It'll have more recap videos soon, so be sure to stay tuned for those.